Hello, Chef David Rose, and we are here at the Georgia Power Customer Resource Center, and today we are making a stout braised lamb shank with a cauliflower puree. It's gonna be so good. Make sure to stay here. We're gonna be featuring the Vulcan Versatile Chef Station. So, once we have all the vegetables and tomato paste in there, nice and caramelized, nice and brown, we want to then go ahead and deglaze what we have going on. Deglazing essentially is a fancy word for getting all those flavors, all those little tasty bits from the bottom into the braising liquid. So what I have here is some porter beer, a Guinness. It's going to add a nice bitter note to it, as well as hints of caramel, vanilla, and we're going to really drive home those flavors of vanilla, caramel, a little bit of earthiness as well with root beer. So root beer and porter, trust me guys, it's going to be fantastic. So about a bottle of each. And what the alcohol from the stout is gonna go ahead and really release those nice bitter notes and those nice flavors from the bottom of the pan, and it's gonna go ahead and you're gonna reduce that. By reducing the liquid, you're then fortifying those flavors of the porter, of the stout, of the root beer, and it's gonna be a really nice, sweet back note for when we add the beef stock into our braising liquid and put those shanks back in there. It's gonna really add a nice note of tastiness. All right, so you let that reduce by about a third. Let that do its thing. All right. So once that does its thing, you got the tomato paste, you got the onions, you got the celery, you got the carrots, you got the root beer, you got the stout beer. We then add our beef stock. This is going to be our flavorful braising liquid. We're gonna add the shanks back into. All right. So at this point, what you're looking for is that braising liquid to come back up to a boil. So, once our braising liquid comes up to a boil, we're gonna then put these crusty, delicious looking lamb shanks back into the braising liquid and have it break it down and get it nice and tender. Just like that, you wanna nestle it in that deliciousness, that root beer, the mirepoix, the stout beer, the carrots, the onions, the celery that consists of the mirepoix beef stock. And what you do then is you take the cover, put it over like so, and the shank is an extremely tough piece of meat. So at this point, you're allowing it to braise, and by braising it, it's gonna break down all that tough connective tissue for about 2.5 to 3 hours till it's fork tender. And trust me, the finished product will be through the roof. Stay tuned.